All right, guys. So I got my client Nicholas right here. And guys, I'm so excited to basically be talking with him today and explaining kind of the process of what we've been doing because he's down 50 pounds. He's definitely like my number one client in terms of how much weight he's lost. But yeah, I'm really excited to be speaking with you today, Nicholas. If you want to go ahead and tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Um, hey, my name is Nick. I'm 20 years old and I work for myself. I have my own business. I have a small car dealership. So like that's pretty much what I do most of the time. Which can get pretty busy,
Mm-hmm.
but I just wanted to get serious about getting more in shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being the best person I can be for myself. And so yeah, so that's the one I came ac well, I had been, losing weight for a little bit before I
Mm-hmm.
met Sebastian for about 6 months actually. I was losing weight for 6 months. I lost 40 pounds in 6 months before I met Sebastian. Then I met Sebastian because I was kind of plateauing a
Mm-hmm.
bit. And then in April we got started with the 6 month program.
Mm-hmm. And
So
now down another 50 pounds, which is
now down another 50. Yeah, so
yeah.
down like 90 in total.
Yeah, crazy, crazy work, man. And so I just kind of want to talk a little bit about, where were you at a bit before this, Nick? Like in terms of maybe your habits, maybe your mindset, like before even starting your weight loss journey, and then now after, like how has your life changed, like mentally, physically? What do you feel like you've been doing differently than the position that you were in before?
So, um, I never like really got like bullied or anything like that about my weight. Like everyone like I went to a small school, everybody was pretty cool. Like I was never like got picked on or anything. It was more of just like I wanted to change for myself
Yeah,
because I felt like I had the business, I had like everything going on. I had my girlfriend already, but like I needed to like focus in on my like physical health and like my like you know what I mean, like my body.
yeah,
Because you can like make a lot of money or whatever, but if you're not going to be around for much longer to enjoy it, then what's really the point of making all the money? So just
exactly.
like was telling myself like I need to get serious about like being, just better. So like eating, like it was just bad, bro. Like I would just eat whatever. Like I did not care about calories. That was not a thing of like in my mind ever was like calories or protein or I would
Yeah.
eat like the most outrageous things and just like a lot of it. And just like
Mhm.
overeating, even like out of boredom or like out of just not even being hungry, just eating.
Yeah.
And and yeah, it's like I just realized like it was time. Like I had tried before actually. Like I had tried fad diets and stuff.
Mhm.
And like that stuff works, bro, but like it's not like been maintainable. It's not long term. Like so like I've done keto and stuff and like I've done like intermittent fasting and like
Mhm.
but all that boils down to is just like, are you going to be eating, less calories than you're burning every day? So
Of course.
like I would like lose 30 pounds on keto, but then I would just gain it right back right after I'm off of it because like you have to be conscious of your calories like all the time. So
Mhm.
basically, yeah, like I was just in a bad spot. Like I had known a lot of the information like that I what I needed to do. I just wasn't implementing it. I just wasn't like
Yeah.
really like pushing myself to actually go out and do it.
Hmm.
Like everyone knows what you need to do. Everyone really
Exactly.
knows, but no one really just it's just a lot harder to actually do it.
Hmm.
So yeah, I just knew it was time, so I just like started grinding, going to the gym and tracking all my food, weighing my food out, like and that
Yeah.
weighing food and stuff, like people make it out to be like it's like so bad, but it's honestly not. It takes me like 30 seconds per meal.
Yeah.
It's like once you like know how to do it, it's just like brushing your teeth or like using the
Exactly.
bath. Like it, imagine telling someone that's never brushed their teeth, like every day you're gonna do this twice to three times a
Yeah.
day. It's like, bro, like that's a lot of work. Like because
Yeah.
everyone's it's just not you're not used to it. But once it becomes like your lifestyle, and then
Hmm.
it just it's easy. It's so easy. Just weigh all your food out. It
Yeah.
takes me like 10 seconds per ingredient in my food.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, and then like now like I'm just able to do a lot more than I was before. So like I said, I'm like 90 pounds down. So because
Mhm.
I started like at like 295. Like I never had like a solid weight because like that was one of the things like I hated weighing myself, because when you're that
Yeah.
heavy, you just hate it.
Of
You hate.
course. Yeah.
So I was like almost about to hit 300 pounds. Like I was like 290, and I was
Yeah.
like I told myself I was like I'm not hitting 300 pounds. Like I'd rather
Yeah.
die trying than hit 300 pounds. So
Yeah.
um and then like I'm only 5'9", bro. Like 300 pounds at 5'9", that's like straight. circle. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And so I was and there was a lot of things like it would hold me back from doing. You know, you got to think
Oh,
like when you're that big, like there's a lot of stuff you can't do. Like
yeah.
I love to travel and stuff, but like there's a lot of things you can't do because of
The
like weight.
airline seats as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, like thankfully I was never like that, like where I had to get like the double buckle, but
Mm,
like things like I would go to like, other countries and then like there would be like super cool experiences like, like paragliding or
yeah.
skydiving or like whatever, you know what I mean? Or like zip lining, but like there's a weight limit, like
Yeah.
220 pounds weight limit or 200 pounds weight limit. And like that was just like I would love to do that stuff, but I would kind of just brush it off as like I'm not interested because I couldn't. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. So like that
Yeah.
sucked, bro. Like also like if you're going to like a carnival or like a fair or something, bro, and you can't sit in the seats because they won't like or like the fear of them not being able to close in on you, bro. Like
Oh yeah.
that's like something you would never even think about, but it's
I
like
was about to say,
so,
like, I haven't even thought about those things, and now
bro,
that you bring them up, like, it makes so much sense, like, just
bro.
how much it affects your
Yeah.
life.
When you're there, like there's a lot of things I'm sure a really skinny person like deals with that I never think about because it's not me. But once
Yeah.
you're there, bro, like there's so much stuff that
Mhm.
like, you know what I mean? Like my girlfriend, like when we like for our first like 6 months of dating, she invited me with her family to go like on a ski like trip. And like,
Mhm.
bro, the first thing I was worried about was like the ski lift. Like what's the weight limit on a ski lift? Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what is it? So I was like looking it up, like trying to find out they had to like, but that's like sad, bro. Like think about that, like having to like worry and like
Like,
double
all those
sh
little
all the
things you have to
bro.
keep in the back of your mind constantly.
Yeah, yeah, because like there's been too many times where I'll go some do something and they'll
Mhm.
be like, oh, they'll bust out a scale and they'll be like, all right, we need to weigh everyone to see like if we can like handle the like capacity or whatever. You know what I mean? So and it's like, or even like my family's Colombian and Mexican, so. Like when we'd go to Colombia, those elevators are like this. So the
Yeah.
weight limit on an elevator is like 1,000 pounds for four people, and
Mhm.
then when you're like pushing 300 pounds, like there's a good chance that elevator is like doesn't work. Like when like it's happened to me one time, bro, where the
Mm.
elevator it just won't go. Like it'll say like error, like weight capacity reached, and
Yeah.
it won't move. So like
Sucks,
stuff
man.
like that, bro. It's just like so embarrassing, so
Yeah.
like humbling and like
But it's also like a wake-up call, right?
yeah, bro, like it was just bad. It was a lot of things that like led up to it. Like I just didn't want to be held back anymore and like
Yeah.
I didn't want to like I said hit 300 pounds. Like that was the biggest thing. I was like that's insane amount of weight.
Yeah.
Once you hit
Yeah.
300, then it's just like it'll just and like bro, then you just turn into like, some crazy stuff. So, but anyways,
Yeah.
but like now, like bro, I can do like everything. Like I can do like 99% of the things I want to do because like I'm under
Yeah.
200 now. That's pretty
Yeah, you're in the
much
190s now, bro, which is,
yeah,
like,
like bro,
fucking
that's like what
insane.
everyone like that's what like everything is becomes normal again because and like
Mhm.
even stuff like that I dreaded doing before, like enjoy doing now. So like I remember like about 2 years ago, I got invited like on a hiking trip, bro, and I was like
Mhm.
look like I was like dreading it. Like I was like I didn't want to say no because you don't want to be that guy that's like no, I don't want to go hiking. You know what I mean? But like I was dreading it, dreading it, dreading it, and then it got canceled, bro, and it was like a relief. It was like a
Yeah.
relief, bro. It was like oh my
Yeah.
God, thank God. But and then like last month I went hiking with one of the friends that was he invited me on that trip, and it was
Yeah.
like the best experience ever,
It was
bro.
amazing now,
Bro,
right?
yeah, it was like in the mountains of North Carolina before like the hurricane and stuff happened, which
Oh,
it
wow.
sucks what's going on right now. But we were over there like in that area and we were like hiking through waterfalls, like swimming and stuff, and like jumping over rocks and like climbing up the mountain and going through the trails and walking miles and miles and miles. And like, bro, like it literally feels like I'm like able to do it so much like easy,
Yeah.
like way easier than I was ever able to do it before.
Yeah.
I'm able to do all this stuff like that I was like never able. Like you can jump higher, you can run faster, you can like it's just so like just imagine like carrying around 90 pounds
Mhm.
backpack every day. Like it's just
Yeah.
weighing you down. So
That's a good way to put it, man. It really
yeah,
is.
like it's literally that's how like you know what I mean. Like I was literally, you know, lumberjack carrying 90
Mhm.
pounds everywhere I went, doing it like everything I did. So like
Yeah, man.
sports are a lot easier. Like I'm able to like I'm like on my endurance for like sports and stuff. Like when my cousins come over to visit, like I'm able to like run and play
Mhm.
soccer and like we'll play pickleball, we'll play volleyball, we'll play basketball, football, like all day, and I'm
Yeah.
like unfazed. Like I'm ready. Like I feel great. It just feels like I can't be held back.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. It's like such a great feeling when you're able to finally get the weight off because it's like you said, all those little things that I didn't even think about, like you never have to worry about them again, like the elevator, the roller coaster, but also how it improves like your life and all those aspects, like you just said, being able to play sports, jumping, running fast, like going hiking and actually enjoying it. Like it's such a difference, man. And obviously you're an entrepreneur, you know, you have your own business. So something I do want to touch on is a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners that maybe they have a lot of weight on them, maybe they're just not in shape. Their biggest excuse is kind of like the time thing, of course, because when you're running a business, obviously you're spending a lot of time on it. What would you say to them? Would you say it's kind of like just an excuse, or would you say like you just need the right plan? Like what would be your advice to an entrepreneur who has kind of that time excuse?
So that was like honestly me. Like I was honestly just looking at it like I just feel like I don't have the time to be in the gym like hours a day. Like I don't have the time to be like weighing my food and going to the grocery store and buying all this stuff and like
Yeah,
but like, if something matters enough to you, like you will find the time for it. Like you like
absolutely.
imagine like if if you really wanted a girlfriend and you really really but like think about it, that's a lot of commitment. Like you have to go on dates, you have to like celebrate holidays and like birth but like if you really want one, you're going to make the time for it. It's just about what you prioritize in your life. So like
Yeah,
it's just if you want a dog, you're gonna make the time to take care of the dog. Like it's
yeah,
just that's how it is. So you kind of just have to look at it as like all these little aspects of your life are just like flowers that need to be tended to and watered every day.
very
So
true.
just need to make sure you set like we have so much time, bro. Like there's so much time in a day. There's no way. And like I don't spend hours in the gym. I'm really in the gym
Exactly.
at maximum. I mean, it's because I want to be there that long, an hour and a half. And that's like me enjoying myself being there. But if I'm like in a rush, I can get my workout done in like 45 minutes an hour if I like have to rush through it. I try to
Mhm,
do cardio, which like if you're not like that overweight, you might not have to do that much in the beginning, but like
mhm,
I had to do a lot of cardio, so like that would add time. But
mhm.
if you're just lifting weights, like if you're just trying to get skinny to strong, you really only have to be there 30 to 45 minutes. Like you can
30 to 40 minutes.
if you're locked in like only 2 minutes between like between sets and you're doing like 4 to 5 exercises, you can do that
Yeah,
in like 30 to 45 minutes. So
yeah,
it's honestly just about like in 30 45 minutes, bro, like think about that. You could fit that in anywhere along your day. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's such a small amount of time. 30 to
Mhm,
45 minutes is like nothing. So you just gotta think about that. And even if you can't get to the gym, there's been times, bro, and I've told Sebastian there has been times, and not recently, but there's been times where I like stuff will come up. Like I'll be like out of nowhere, I'll have to go to a different state or I'll have to like go on a trip. Like that happened with us one time.
mhm.
So what I did was like I got a gym pass in that state. You know what I mean? Like it just depends on how bad you want it. Like how bad do you want to see the change? So if you really want it, like you're gonna find a way to do it. So like I got a gym pass, a day trial, like Crunch Fitness in
Yeah.
South Carolina, or I think South Carolina or Georgia, wherever I was at. And
Mhm.
like I didn't even that morning I didn't wake up even knowing I was gonna be there. That's how like unexpected it happened. And then I
Yeah,
just like still got my workout in, still tracked all my calories, then drove back home and like still got my full hours of sleep and I was fine. Or like worst case scenario, like if I have to cut my cardio short, sometimes like, it'll be like somebody's birthday or like my girlfriend's birthday was like last week. So I had to like cut my cardio short because, obviously I want to be with her. So I just like went to the gym in the morning, but I really only lifted weights. So what we
yeah,
did was like we went to the mall and I got my 10,000 steps in there. You know what I mean? And like that was kind of my plan.
yeah,
But like I kind of like, trying to like word it like that, like we're going here to get my steps in, but I need my steps. And I
yeah.
knew I needed my steps. So I was like, let's go to the mall. Like you can get what you want. Like, we can go shopping and stuff. But I'm
Mhm.
just walking. We're just pacing like up and
Absolutely.
down. And I'm just like checking my steps and like we're at 10,000. I'm like, we're good. We're good. So, you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
you just have to be more conscious. You just have to like, and, like, bro, like I work, I probably work 50 hours a week, if not like 60 hours a week sometimes. So like,
yeah,
if I can do it, I feel like most people can do it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so it's really just it just depends on how bad you want it, I would say.
Absolutely, man. I fully agree with that, man. I think it is definitely just for most people an excuse thing. Because it does come down to how bad you want it, but it's also like, why would you not want to be in better shape when like your health is everything, man? Like, yeah, business is important, it provides your life, probably provides for your family. but your health, man, like without it, you're nothing. And like we've spoken about how it affects your life in so many ways. And yeah, dude, like I think that's what separates you so much, man. And just like talking with you, bro, like makes me so fucking proud because just the fact that you even mentioned, like, yeah, I was in another state, but I still fucking got a gym membership, or like, yeah, it was my girl's birthday, but we still went to the mall, took her shopping so I could get my steps in. And I think that's what really separates you, bro. And I think that that's also why you're like, you've been my number one client in terms of weight loss, 50 pounds down. And dude, yeah, just fucking amazing seeing that mindset. And I think so many entrepreneurs have that same mindset, you know, of like grinding, putting in the work. If they're just able to put that into their health, like, bro, the results they're going to see are like exactly like yours, like 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 70 pounds down. And it's like, I don't really understand why they just don't, you know? So it's amazing seeing that, Nick. And yeah, bro, you put in a lot of work, bro. So it's just really cool to see, man. And then the last question I have for you, man, is what advice would you give to someone who maybe, and this doesn't have to be to just business owners, but maybe someone who was stuck in the position that you were in before? And I feel like from, especially when you're overweight, like fat or obese, it definitely is a mindset thing. Like, what would you say to them to kind of just get them on the right track and let them know that this is possible for them? You know, because a lot of the times I'll speak with a lot of people and they're just like, oh, I don't know if it isn't possible for me, or even people were applying to your picture, like your transformation, the chart where you lost 50 pounds, and they're like, how did he do it? Or like, how do you do it so fast? And so I think for a lot of people that are in that position, they just don't think it's possible for them. What would you say to those people?
Okay. So one more thing about the entrepreneur thing, and then I'll answer this question. But
Mm.
another thing is, bro, like I own a dealership, right? Like I sell cars. I do a lot of face-to-face sales and stuff. And like,
Sales.
dude, when you're in shape, people just respect you more. Like they just trust your word more because like I mean like it sucks, but everyone judges, right? Like whether we want to or not. Like even if you're the nicest person in the world, you still make judgments about people.
Of
Even if you
course.
like even if you suppress them, they're still there.
Yeah, they're
So like
subconscious.
yeah, so like if you go to a dealership and your salesman's like morbidly obese, you might just not respect them as much as you would if they were like jacked, bro. And like
Yeah,
it's messed up, but like that's just how it is, bro. And like just in
dude.
life, just in life.
Bro, yes, that is such a good point, bro. I got my Corvette recently. I don't know if you saw, and my salesman was jacked, and like I felt like just great talking to him, shaking his hand and everything. And so what you just brought up, like even if you don't give a shit about your health, bro, think about it like an ROI, like it's an investment because you're gonna make more sales simply because you look better, you're more jacked. And if that doesn't like get you up off your ass as an entrepreneur, you're just lost, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. But yeah, Nick, that was a really good point, man.
Yeah, like it's just, and also like your confidence, bro. You're way more confident. Like, obviously, there's a difference between being cocky and confident, but like, you're way more confident when you're like the best version of yourself. So like, it's way easier to talk to people. I mean, like, I've been doing sales for like, ever, bro. Like, I'm like 20 years old now. I've been doing it since I was like 14, like in some form of sales. So like, I'm pretty good at talking to people. But if
Mm,
you're like at a point where you're not that good at talking to people, or like you're not that confident in yourself, bro,
mhm.
losing weight will do wonders for you. Like I'm 100% sure because even me, like I thought like I was like I could sell a car to anyone, but like I feel even more confident now than I did before. So I know like I'm even better at my job now than I am before.
Of
Um,
course. Love that, dude. Love that.
but to answer the question about like what would I would tell people that are like struggling with like a similar situation
Mhm.
is don't be so worried about the timing. Like the thing is like 50 pounds in 6 months, that's like very like it's really hard to do.
It's
It's really hard.
unheard of.
It's yeah, sometimes unheard of. Like I know there are people out there like David Goggins that loses like 100 pounds in 3 months. People like go into it like, oh dude, I want to do that. It's just
Yeah.
like it's just take your time, bro. Like everyone just needs to like go at their own pace.
Mhm. Of
The biggest thing is you want it to be sustainable. So like
course.
I like did everything the right way, okay? So like I didn't starve myself. I would never eat like crazy low calories, unless I was like planning a big cheat day or like something like that. But it would,
Mhm.
if anything, it would be like 1,000 calories. It wouldn't be like, 500, 700 calories. It would be like 1,000, 1,200 calories because I'm planning like a birthday party or like cake or like pizza or something, you know what I mean? So, and then like at the end of the week, it would still total out to be like my set number of calories.
Yeah.
But you don't want to starve yourself, bro. Like you do not. That's the last thing you want to do. is
Absolutely.
to like eat stupid low, like not eat, like you know what I mean? Like starve yourself, go to sleep hungry, bro. Like I cannot physically go to sleep hungry.
Mhm,
Literally, like as a person, I cannot do it. That was like one of the things that like kept me fat, you know, because I could not go to sleep hungry. But like I just learned how to like
mhm,
work my calorie deficit around that, like plan my
mhm,
meals so that I would be very well fed and like ready to go to bed. Because like when I'm well fed, bro, like I just want to go to sleep, and it would be
mhm,
perfect. So like
mhm.
it was a very, very rare, like maybe one time out of 6 months that I would go to sleep hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it would like never happen because I just wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah.
Because that's like what was important to me. But like you want to make sure you're getting your protein in. You want to make sure you're not like spamming cardio and like not lifting weights because dude, you're gonna get real flabby and like you know what I mean? Like you're gonna get skinny and like you're gonna drop weight, but you're
Mhm.
not gonna look as good as you thought you would
Exactly.
look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have been like progressing in the gym and like I feel like I'm a lot stronger than when I first started, but I'm, 60 pounds down, 50 pounds down. Like it's insane. But
Yeah.
it's because I did it the right way. Like I got my protein in every day. Like I get like a ton of protein in every day. I eat a lot of chicken and vegetables and eggs and like egg whites and like
Mhm.
I drink, bro, this, bro,
Yeah.
best shake ever, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, and I
Best
got my
shake.
protein coffee, bro.
Bro, it's this shake, bro, carried me the whole way, bro. It
Good.
is the
Good.
best tasting shake, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
so good. I drink one like almost every day, and it's
Uh-huh.
like it keeps me pretty full. Your appetite changes too, bro. You
Mhm.
might think like I cannot eat 1,500 calories. I'm used to eating like, bro, that was me. I was used to eating two McGriddles, two hash browns, and like, you know what I mean? Or
That's
I'd be,
another thing, like, people don't even realize how much they eat until they start tracking, and I bet, like, when you're at your heaviest, bro, you're probably eating, like, 4 to 5,000 a day.
bro, easy,
Yeah.
easy, bro. That was light. And I had my friend that I went hiking with last week, like, or a couple few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago now. Bro, he's trying to gain weight. Like we're like both on like on our grind. Like he's trying to gain weight because he's like 160 and he's like 5'11. So he's not
Mhm.
like too low, but he's trying to bulk right now.
Yeah,
And
of
like he
course.
struggles with eating, bro. And so when we would go out like to fast food, I would be like, bro, you get this order. This is what I used to eat. And like we did the math and it was like 2,500 calories, like at least per meal. It was like
Just
a
for a meal.
bro, and he like could not finish. It was like forcing himself. But me, bro, I was just like light. That was so light. And I was like, all the sauces, bro. The sauce is insanely calorie dense. Like,
Soda.
bro, soda, like a large Sprite, bro, 300 calories, bro. Like that's you nothing, bro. Or like Chick-fil-A sauce, dude, like or a ranch or like honey mustard, bro. Like that stuff is like super calorie dense. I don't eat that anymore because I can't afford it. Or
Mhm.
like a very rare occasion where I'll work in my calories if I want it bad enough, but I haven't really been craving because there's so many alternatives that I don't
Yeah.
really crave it that much.
Yeah.
And like
They
it
have
just
low
feels like a
calorie
waste.
sauces.
Yeah, like soda, bro. I have not drinking a normal soda in like probably 8 months because like there's
Yeah.
just no point. There's no point because there's so many good alternatives, and you'll find which are the best ones. Like my favorite are like Sunkist Zero, like Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero. Those are
It
like,
tastes the exact same
bro,
too,
they,
but
bro, yes, especially like when you like if you just like over time, it's gonna taste the same, even better. Like
mhm.
it's just I don't know. It's because you're so used to it, you might think like, oh, it's gross, but bro.
Mhm.
Like it tastes the same, bro. You're
Yeah.
fine. You're fine. And you're not gonna die, bro. You're not gonna die by drinking a Diet Pepsi or a
Mhm.
Diet Soda. Like people are like so scared. You know how many
Yeah.
times, bro, I've been like drinking a diet and I can't, like people are like, dude, that stuff is gonna give you cancer, bro. That stuff's gonna
Gonna
kill
give
you.
you cancer, yeah.
I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. Like they're
Yeah.
like that stuff's worse than regular soda. I'm like, no, it's
Yeah.
not. And
Yeah.
I, like I don't even I don't even get into it, bro. I don't even get into it anymore because it's a waste of time, bro. Like
Yeah.
I just let them just okay, all right,
It's like,
whatever, bro.
okay, bro. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
just
yeah, I,
whatever.
I get that, man. People will always say that, but they don't care about like if you're overweight. It's just like, what the fuck? But yeah, do you
Yeah.
think the point that you brought up, especially of doing things the right way, like you mentioned, sustainably, having your protein, eating the right foods, using substitutions. I think all of that stuff is just amazing. I think people really need to come into it with a plan and like not do it alone. Obviously, that's going to help you tremendously. And then also what you said, dude, this is what I always talk about, and I'm so glad that you brought it up, is people want the result way too quickly. And so that's when they do the crash diets, or like you said, they see David Goggins, 100 pounds in 3 months. They try to do it way too quickly, and then they burn the fuck out. They burn out in a week or at the end of the month, and then they give up and they gain all the weight back, or they just don't continue, man. And so I think what you brought up about just understanding that it's in your own timing, have patience, and then doing things the right way, bro. That's the perfect advice you could give to someone. who kind of has that mindset and really wants to get started, man. So yeah, Nicholas, dude, like I said, brother, it was an amazing interview, bro. 50 pounds down. You're doing amazing, bro. Like truly, I couldn't be more proud of you. And yeah, man, I appreciate you hopping on. Do you want to leave the people with any final words?
Um, I'll just say, just do stuff the right way. Like it will come with time.
Hmm.
Time will pass no matter if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing or if you're not. So might as well get started now, let that time pass and be proud of where you're at in 6 months or a year or wherever. Don't wait for like Monday I'm gonna start or next month I'm gonna start or January 1st I'm gonna start. Just start now. Time
Hmm.
will pass and you will be proud of yourself for starting and you will see you will see like plenty of results in that time.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
I love that, man. Yeah, guys, don't let the time that it's going to take deter you because, like Nick just said, the time will pass anyways. So you may as well get started today. But yeah, brother, it was great speaking with you. And yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that interview.